Hello. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Today, we're talking Mario Kart on the Nintendo Switch 2. It's the first game that Nintendo has shown off. We don't know the official name of this game, but I'm assuming it's going to be Mario Kart 9. I know there is a discussion out there about if this is truly Mario Kart 9 or if this is 10, because some people count Mario Kart Tour to be Mario Kart 9, and this could be Mario Kart 10 or Mario Kart X, right? I personally don't like that because I feel like most people play Mario Kart on the Switch, right? It's their #1 selling game, and I just think it'll be kind of weird if we jump from 8 Deluxe to 10 without having a proper, number 9 title. And I think this would be a great time to get a number 9 title finally. It's something that a lot of people have been asking for. But yeah, that's going to be the plan for today. We're just going to be in here shooting the breeze, talking about some Mario Kart on the Switch 2. And we're going to look at the trailer again. I have it up on my computer. I want to kind of just break it down a little bit and go frame by frame and see what we can pull out of it. And just kind of give and try to get everybody's opinion on how we're feeling, if we like it or if we don't like it. What's up, Iman? How are you? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good Sunday. If you work tomorrow, hope you guys get enough rest tonight and get ready for work tomorrow. But I know there's a good amount of people that are also off tomorrow because it is an extended weekend, right? In the US, it's Martin Luther King Jr. Day tomorrow, so I'm off from work. I don't go back till Tuesday, which is nice. But I know a lot of schools and stuff are closed. I think colleges are closed as well, so if you're a student, then you got a nice little extended weekend. Actually, if you're a college student, I think you have the whole month off. You're actually about to go back this week, and you've been off since before Christmas. What's up, SA? What's up? Welcome to the stream. Binner, you said, is it snowing by you? Yeah, it is. It is snowing. It was a light coating earlier, but it's definitely snowing right now. It's snowing more. I don't know if you guys probably can't see it if I open the window. It is nighttime now. My camera's not that good. I don't think you're going to be able to see it even if I open the blinds back there. But I'll probably post a picture of it or something. I always do for the vibes on Instagram. After we're done the stream today. How's it going? You doing good? You talking to me, Iman, or are you talking to SA? But if you're asking me, I'm doing good. I'm happy. We finally got the reveal of the Nintendo Switch 2 last week. I did a whole discussion stream on that as well, and a live reaction and first impressions video. So if you guys haven't seen that, definitely go to the channel and check that out if you want my opinions on the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm not going to really be talking about that today. I want to kind of just focus on Mario Kart and what kind of new things we can expect from this Mario Kart that will be different from previous Mario Karts. But ooh, okay, let me angle this mic better so it doesn't fall over. I gotta move my keyboard back. There we go. But yeah, I've been excited. I've been super excited. I've also taken a break from streaming games and just kind of doing this whole discussion thing where we just hang out and chat. I was actually listening to Mario Kart music earlier, but now I gotta play this winter playlist. What is this even called? It's just Winter Lo-Fi 2025, Lo-Fi Winter Cozy Winter Beats. Because I've been having good luck with not getting any copyright claims on my videos by using this playlist. The one time I did use some Nintendo playlist, I got copyrighted. I know it doesn't really affect the channel right now because it's not really monetized. They don't really take down your stuff. You just don't get paid for it because it gets copyrighted. It doesn't really matter, but I just want to get into the practice of just using non-copyright stuff. But yeah, I was listening to a bunch of Mario Kart tracks earlier. Mario Kart soundtracks. See what I did there? I said Mario Kart tracks, but I didn't mean the actual tracks. I meant soundtrack, music tracks. But I can't listen to that right now. or a Nintendo will come knocking on my door. But other things that have been happening is I'm getting ready to play this, The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. So my wife has been playing this for a while now since it came out, but she gave up on it. She couldn't really get past a certain boss. I don't know which one it was, but it was annoying her, and she was like, you know what, I'm kind of done with it. So she stopped playing it. So I have not started playing it yet, but I'm looking forward to playing it. And this is a game that I'll be playing off stream. I'm not going to be streaming it because I actually want to play it and get through it in a timely manner. Again, like, I don't want to stream long games. And again, I don't even know if that game is really that long or not, but it just takes me forever to get through these games when I stream them. The past 2 games took me like almost 4 months. Actually, more than 4 months. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga took me more than 4 months to get done because I wanted to stream every single portion of that game. But the games I'm going to be playing moving forward are going to be games that we could play on stream, kind of do story bits on stream, and then I can kind of play it off stream and grind and stuff and get like side stuff done. So like the first one we're going to be doing is Pokemon Legends Arceus, starting sometime this week. I'm excited to get back into it. It's also the year that, you know, Pokemon Legends ZA comes out, so we want to build up hype for that. But it'll be a game that I can play on stream, and then I can like trade my Pokemon off stream, and then come back and do another portion of the story on stream. So that's going to be like the focus moving forward on the channel when it comes to playing games. I'm going to be playing games that are a little bit more easygoing and not so sweaty, right? Not that I'm calling this game sweaty, it's just I never played it before. And I know with Zelda games, there's a lot of puzzles and stuff. And then when you're trying to stream it, I know it's good because you can also get help from the chat. They can help you get through puzzles and stuff. But sometimes I just take too long trying to solve a puzzle, and streams get longer, and it just takes me forever to get through games. So I'm going to be playing that off stream. You said, have you ever played Mega Man Battle Network games? Yes, we did. We actually had a Game Boy Advance back in the day, and I think we had one of those games. I never beat it, but I remember playing Battle Network. It's like the grid game, right, where Mega Man, where you do like turn-based battles. It's not really turn-based, it's actually, I wouldn't call that turn-based. I think it is actually like what's the opposite of turn-based? Non-turn-based, where you kind of move around, and there you have 3 rows, right? And then you kind of move up and down on the grid, and you dodge attacks, and then you launch attacks, and you use like battle chips. It's based off the anime, not the actual Mega Man video game character, but there used to be a like TV show, right? Mega Man TV show, and I think those Battle Network games are actually based off of that version of Mega Man from the show. And you actually play as like the character, like the boy character from the show, and you're going around and trying to like solve stuff, right? Solve mysteries and fix problems and stuff like that, like around your neighborhood. And in order to solve these problems, you have to like jack in, power up, or whatever the catchphrase was. You have to jack in Mega Man, and then he goes in and fights viruses and sometimes boss fights and stuff, right? Yeah. But I have played one of them, never finished it. I don't know if it's something I'll ever get back into it, but I did like it, I will say. I could see myself getting back into it. I think there's a collection out now, right? I believe there's like a Mega Man collection that is out on the Switch where you can get all those Battle Network games, and I think they might be like up-resed or something now. But yeah. Again, it'll probably be a game that I wouldn't want to stream, just because I know like later on in the game will probably get super sweaty, and I'll probably like take forever in battles and whatnot. Alright, we're gonna dive into the topic, which is Mario Kart for the Switch 2. I don't know if any of you guys have seen the thing already. I'm pretty sure you guys have. If you're anyone that keeps up with any gaming news or stuff, it probably popped up in your feed. At the second half of the trailer that Nintendo put out, let's switch over to it. The second half of the trailer that Nintendo put out, not even second half, it's like near the end, it's almost 2 minutes in. they do kind of switch over to showing Mario Kart as the only game that they showed off alongside the reveal of the Nintendo Switch 2. So we're going to take a look at this real quick. Now, I was talking about this as soon as I started the stream, that the game has no official title as of yet. I'm going to guess and say it's Mario Kart 9, right? Because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the one that we currently have. Now, there is some debate I saw online saying that Mario Kart Tour, the mobile game, could be considered 9, right? And then this could be 10, or Mario Kart X. But I kind of don't like that, because I don't count Mario Kart Tour as a mainline Mario Kart game. So my money is on this game being called Mario Kart 9. Alright, so this is the first ever look at the game that we got, and you know, they show off the back of the Nintendo Switch 2, and then it flips over and we see, boom, this is the first shot that we see of Mario Kart. And I really like the vibes here. It's got so let's talk about the stage first real quick before we dive into anything. Like right off the bat, we see like a desert themed area. We see the sign Mario Kart. The name of the stage is even here too. It's called Mario Bros Circuit. And I really like the vibes. It's got like Route 66 Radiator Springs vibes from Cars. And yeah, it's interesting how they just took that concept and just made it like Mario Bros themed by adding like pipes and stuff, and there's flags, like just traditional stuff that you would see in like a Mario level. They kind of integrated that here. But not just that, there's almost like a story being told with this course, because they went ham with the detailing. There's a gas station over here on the side. I think that's like Fire Flower or gas station. There's a ticketing booth here. There's companies here, like we'll see this later, but it says Mario Motors, and I think this says Luigi Tire. Oh yeah, there's a sign right there that says Luigi Tires. So it's kind of cool how they're almost like building a world here. And I'm very curious as to what's going on up here. There seems to be like staircases and like umbrellas, like kind of like a watching area up there. I mean, I'm sure that might just be like background details that we can't really even interact with, but it is kind of cool that they're fleshing this world out, right? Like there might be some like NPCs, like the sideline characters, like the toads over here that we see up there. I mean, I don't see them up there right now, but it'd be interesting to see where they place them throughout the map to kind of make the course feel more lively. All right, and another thing that people noticed as soon as this started was the 24 characters right here. We got 24 starting like lines. And it is pretty much confirmed, I think, at this point that we are going to get 24 racers in, like, I don't know if it's going to be a mode or if that's going to be the standard. I kind of hope that it is a mode, because it'd be kind of cool to still have an option to go back and play 12 players. But I'm not sure if that's going to be a thing or not, or if 24 players is going to be like the mandatory like standard. Because another thing you'll notice as we go further into this is that these courses are big. They're huge courses. And it'll be kind of empty feeling if there was like 12 racers, I feel like. Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it. But it seems like this course is designed for there to be more racers on the track. 24 will make it feel like more filled up. And with 12, it might not feel the same. Someone did actually go and like count all the characters, because I did pull up the wiki page, and I counted 24 characters on there. We're going to take a look at that later, but right now let's continue with the video. So right after, like, I don't know, maybe I should make this go slower. There's a way to do that, right? The playback speed. We should maybe cut it in half so it doesn't go by too fast. There we go. So right here we get a better look at the sign. Luigi tires, Mario Motors, Toads on the side. Now there's also lights here, which indicate that this stage could have a night-day cycle, because it's kind of weird that they would put these like stadium lights here and they're just off. It kind of looks out of place a little bit. So I feel like some of the stages, or maybe all of them, who knows, might have a night-day cycle, which would be very cool to see. Sometimes you load into the track and it's daytime. Sometimes you load into it, it'll be nighttime. Or what if it's like synced to your actual clock, right? And it portrays day or night depending on where you are. I don't know how that would work online, because when you play online, you know, it might be day for you, night for somebody else. So I don't know how that's going to play out, but it is cool to see that we might get like a day-night cycle. It reminds me kind of like Animal Crossing stage from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, where you can have a chance of going into the 4 seasons, right? It randomly selects one of the 4 seasons and it changes the theming. Even though the race track is the same, it just looks different depending on the season, and the music changes as well. So this is very interesting. I wonder if there'll be any like actual gameplay changes, or if there will just be a visual change that happens if it switches to night. We might get a change in music maybe if we're playing at night, but it's just something to think about. All right. And this is something else right here that I want to point out. Oh, right here. It looks like the style is different. Like, just the characters look more chibier to me. I don't know if that's just me, but like, look how small Mario looks here. Mario's cart looks tiny. His head just looks more round here. Even Luigi kind of looks a little bit more squished. Like, his car doesn't seem as long. They're kind of going with this more chibi look, which I'm a fan of. We can see over here, Bowser is looking pretty good. You got Yoshi, Peach, Toad. And then back here, there's also MKTV, which is Mario Kart TV, which was a mode, I believe, that lets you like compile a race from different angles and put them together to make kind of like a movie, right? Like a custom video of the race from different angles. So I'm assuming that's in here because that's going to hint at us seeing that mode again, which would be pretty cool. All right, let's play it again here. Let's get a better look at the Mario right here. Yeah. And then people were also very quick to note that Donkey Kong back here, we'll take a better look at him later, but his design has been redone as well. I actually really like the way he looks now. I don't have any issues with how he looked before. I like how he looked before too, but this one I really do like. Now, Mario Motors, I don't know if we've ever seen this before. I can't remember if we've seen it before or not. But this could just be like something that doesn't even play a role, like not even like a story thing. Like, I don't know why I'm trying to build up lore for Mario Kart, but this could just be like something we just see here at this stage, and that's it. Another thing to note is back here, this big mountain. It seems like there's a track going up there and looping around. And that really reminds me of Radiator Springs from Cars, because I think there's the part in the movie where like Lightning McQueen is training and he's kind of doing like that type of like taking a turn, and it's kind of like a similar mountain structure. But I think his is more like a canyon where the mountain goes all around it and it's not like sticking out into the sky. It also reminds me of how they did Radiator Springs in Disneyland. If you ever go to Disneyland in California, there's a Cars ride. It's called Radiator Springs Racers, I believe. It's a really good ride. But this also gives me that vibe as well. I just really like the way the kart looks. And graphically, like, I want to say it looks better, but that could just be like my brain thinking it looks better just because it's the Switch 2. But it looks good. But I don't want to say this is blowing my mind graphically. Like, I feel like this could run on a Switch. Games on the Switch look this good as well. Like Luigi's Mansion 3 is one of the best, if not the best looking game on the Nintendo Switch, in my opinion. I think this could run on a regular Switch. So it's not really like wowing me or blowing my mind graphically. Also, more lore details on the side of Mario's cart. It says 1UP Fuel, so I guess that's like a company or brand for gasoline, possibly. And we're gonna see something real quick right here, which I'm very happy to see. So let's play it, see if you guys can catch it. It's right here. Boom. You see that? The cart kind of bounced up. Mario, he's emoting, right? He's full of emotion, which I love to see. This is something that Super Mario Bros. Wonder kind of brought out, right? Because I'm going to be honest, I love Mario, but for a good while now, Mario has been very dry and very boring when it comes to animation and style, like the way it looks. Characters have not really been that expressive up until Wonder. Wonder blew my mind with its animation. Like, so much more detail was put into that game. The characters just felt more alive, and I hope they kind of keep that going forward. They start animating the characters more, giving them more expressions, right? I know Luigi kind of already had like that death stare thing from the previous game, but you know, I need more emotions with these characters, right? To just make the world feel more lively. And also, I like the way the cars move. I don't think we've had something like that before, where the cars went up, but they kind of just stayed still, right? You can see that the car is actually kind of like bending and moving as well, almost like it's a toon, like a cartoon character would stretch, right? I'm kind of getting that vibe with it, which I really like. And I really hope they work on improving the Mario art style for not just this game, but for other games that we see on the Switch too. Because when it comes to like real life stuff and trying to buy merchandise and stuff, I kind of stay away from a lot of Mario merchandise just because it's kind of stale and boring, right? Visually. I want there to be more style, more flair with Mario, and not just the games, but with the merchandise that comes out for the games, because then I would be more likely to buy those merchandise and like decorate my home with it. Like I brought this point up before, like I would love to have a Mario calendar right on my wall, but I never buy the Mario calendars because they're just like still images of 3D models that are very boring to look at. I need something more expressive, more artistic, and I think they're going in the right direction with that, so that makes me very happy to see. We could also see some of the sideline characters here. There's also Sledgehammer Bro, I think it's called. His name is. And we see Shy Guy. So they're not just Toads. We'll have other characters on the sideline. There's also this kind of like swirly thing going around the mountain. Don't know what that is for. But that could be like... I don't think that's a track. That's probably just a background detail. Like it's just a decoration piece. And then over here, we can see, right here, where my mouse is spinning around, you can see a little image of Nabbit. And it even says Nabbit underneath it. And he's a character from, I think he made his debut in New Super Mario Bros. On the Wii U. And he's been in other games since. He's also in Mario Bros. Wonder as a playable character. So it would be cool to see him as a playable character in this game as well. I can't remember if he's in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I don't think he is. But it'd be cool to see him in this game as well. I don't think he's one of the characters that's confirmed out of the 24 yet. But again, if the roster is going to be 24 characters or 24 racers per race, how big is the roster going to be? That's going to be another question, right? Like, are we going to see like up to 100 characters or something? So we're not just seeing the same characters all the time when we're racing. I wonder how they're going to handle that situation as well. All right, let's play it. We saw a sign for a diner there. And then here, they're just showing the docking feature. You know, it was playing on the screen. They docked it. Now it's up here. And we kind of just pick up where we left off before. There's a big diner sign here, liking the vibes. There's cones with like some characters underneath it that are moving around. It kind of gives me Toy Story 2 vibes. I'm making a lot of connections to Disney films here, or Pixar films. But there's a scene from Toy Story 2 where like the toys are hiding under cones when they're trying to like go into the hotel, I think it was. That kind of just reminds me of that, but that's funny. We got a stack of tires, another Shy Guy. Let's play it. We're going to get a better look at DK over here, I think. Right here, yeah. Alright, let's do right there. And then there's also a sign back here that says Shine Sprite, which is the collectible item from Super Mario Sunshine. So this is a very like interesting level. It's a big like mashup of different Mario, like different Mario properties, I guess, or different genres or different generations of Mario kind of thrown into a desert level. That's what it kind of gives me. It was giving me like retro vibes at first because of the title of the course is called Mario Bros. Circuit, and it's kind of written in this like retro futurism type of like font. So I was like, oh, this gives me like retro vibes. But then Shine Sprite is here, so I'm like, okay, that's kind of more GameCube era. So now we're not in the NES, SNES era. We're kind of in the early 2000s. I don't know what else is going to be in this stage. This is a massive stage we're going to see later that we're probably not even seeing a decent chunk of this. We're just seeing the opening area of this race course, because we could still see right back here, we could still see where we started. And this all links up to the end of the video. So this course is massive. But anyway, before we look at the course, let's look at Donkey Kong. He's right over here. And yeah, he just kind of got like the smaller eyes. He's got black around his eyes. He looks like his movie version of Donkey Kong from the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I like him. He looks very retro, very classic style Donkey Kong. I don't have an issue with this redesign. I know some people don't like it at all and want to go back to the old Donkey Kong or the regular Donkey Kong immediately. But I say let's just give this Donkey Kong a chance. I don't think that'll be the design for Donkey Kong moving forward for every single game. Who knows, it might be. But I don't mind it too much. I actually do like it a lot. And I think this is something that the Mario franchise is kind of needed. Because a lot, again, same with the animation stuff. A lot of stuff has been starting to get stale or just feeling like it hasn't been changed, right? Because they're scared to change Mario. It's their mascot. It's their #1 property. But I think now they're finally starting to do slight changes. Like Super Mario Bros. Wonder was a big change, changing not just the animation style, but they also changed the voice actor for Mario in that game moving forward. Charles Martinet is not the voice of Mario anymore as far as like mainline titles are concerned, or in general, I believe. I think he still goes around to conventions and stuff and does like the voice and signs autographs and stuff, but I don't think he's the official voice of Mario anymore moving forward. I think we have the new guy. I don't remember his name. I should remember his name, but I don't remember his name off the top of my head. But that was a big change, right? To have Mario get a new voice actor. And I think the next step is just to kind of slightly change the art style, change the way some of these characters look to make them feel fresh. Because Mario has just looked like Mario for a very long time. Like back in the day, we just had graphical upscaling, right? That made Mario just look different. Like he was pixelated at first, then with Super Mario 64, we got like a 3D render of him, but it was still very like polygony, right? Polygony, is that a word? And then he got cleaned up a little bit more in Super Mario Sunshine and Super Mario Galaxy. Then we finally got him in HD and 3D World. And I think like since 3D World, he's kind of been the same. So like almost a decade plus, because I think the Wii U came out 2013, 2014, somewhere around there. But I think for a whole decade, Mario has pretty much been looking the same, been very stale. And I think this is time that we finally start seeing a few changes. Nothing too major because we don't want to upset everybody, right? I'm also a massive Mario fan. He's my favorite video game character, so I don't want him to be changed too much. But slight changes here and there definitely make it feel fresh. And I think that's why we never get tired of looking at Zelda games, right? Because they always change in the art style for each Zelda game that comes out. I mean, they didn't do it recently with Tears of the Kingdom, but they tend to change the art style enough where it's always feeling refreshing. We never get tired or bored looking at a Zelda game because it's always innovating and it's always refreshing to look at. And now I'm finally getting that vibe with Mario, where it's finally feeling more fresh. Oh, thank you, Genghis Khan. You said Kevin Afghani. Kevin Afghani. He's the new voice for Mario. Yeah, appreciate it. What's up, Khan? How are you? Hope you're having a good day as well. Welcome to the stream. We're just shooting the breeze today for about an hour. We're like 30 minutes into the stream already, but I'm just shooting the breeze about the new Mario Kart game that they showed off. I'm very hyped for it. I don't usually get hyped for Mario Kart, but I think it's more so the hype about the Nintendo Switch 2, having a new console, and just looking forward to new games. I'm horrible at Mario Kart, by the way. Horrible. Like, I'm pretty sure anybody watching this right now can beat me in Mario Kart. I'm the type of person that will always end up in 12th or 11th place. And I'm scared because in this one, your boy's probably going to be like 24th and 23rd a lot of the time. I'm not going to lie. I suck at Mario Kart. I've always sucked at Mario Kart. Back in the day when I used to play Mario Kart 64 and Double Dash with my brother and my cousins, I would pretty much be 4th most of the time, maybe 3rd here and there, but I suck at Mario Kart. It's one of those games that I don't know. Like, I just don't know how to get good at it. Maybe I need to go through some training arc. Maybe now that I'm streaming, maybe we could do that. Maybe if I get this game, it could be something we do where we just grind the game out and we actually try to learn and take it seriously for once in our lives and try to get good at Mario Kart. Maybe I'm at a point now in my life where I'm tired of sucking at Mario Kart and I want to get good. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But we'll see. I'm the type of person that'll just be like, it's luck based. The game has no skill, which is clearly not true because there's a lot of skill in Mario Kart as well. It's just because of the items that randomly you get, I just like to throw out, oh, it's just luck based. But then, why am I always 4th if it's luck based? That means I should be winning sometimes too, right? Alright, so let's push forward here with the video. We see a pretty big boost pad here, and then we can see that there's fire coming out as well. Fire looks more animated than usual. There's like multiple colors here. We can see blue and orange. I don't know if that was, I mean, sometimes when you would drift, you would get like different color sparks, right? Indicating when you could let go. It would be like blue sparks, then they turn into red sparks, I think. But here we're just getting a boost with different colors. It looks good. Again, massive desert area around us. And here's the final shot right here of the trailer. And then we get the year, this year. Hopefully that's not just for the Switch, but hopefully 2025 is also the year we'll be playing this Mario Kart game as well. But if we go back here, we could see a lot of things here. So again, as I was saying, this is very much the beginning. Like if we could go back a little bit more, this whole area is like the beginning of the stage, because right back, where did it go? Oh, we passed it a little bit. Yeah, we can see the starting point right here behind Donkey Kong, and this is all one clip right here. So the camera's just panning around. Okay, so the starting area is right back there, and it goes down, like all the way down here, and it kind of goes up, like follow my mouse, and it loops here, and it goes this way. Like, it's going to eventually have to loop back to the starting point. That's how Mario Kart works, right? I mean, not every stage works like that. Because there are some stages that you kind of have, like, checkpoints, right? Where it'll be, like, 1/3 of the map, and then you hit a checkpoint, then you do another third checkpoint, and then the final third checkpoint, and then you get to the end. So I don't know if this map is going to be one of those, where it's just, like, a checkpoint map, where you don't go back. And if it does go back, this is a massive stage. And also, there's like different pathways here. You can see there's a road going this way, and it's swerving here. There's another road going this way, and it swerves here. But I don't know if those are paths that we can actually go onto or not. You're doing good, Con. Thanks. Do you think the new Mario Kart will be playable on the current Switch? I don't think so. I honestly don't think it'll be playable on the regular Switch because Nintendo wants the Switch 2 to sell, and they're not going to probably allow that because then they're not making sales on the Switch 2. A lot of people play Mario Kart. Mario Kart is the number one most selling game on the Switch at 64 million units, which is why I think that this game is probably going to be a launch game because they're showing it obviously alongside the reveal, but then also most people that have a Switch also have this game. It's the most selling game that they have, the highest selling game. And I think their goal is going to be trying to get as many people to switch over to the Nintendo Switch 2 as soon as possible. And how do you do that? You do that with the new Mario Kart game, which is the highest selling game. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be playable on the regular Switch because if it was, most people wouldn't even get a Nintendo Switch 2. They would just be, just buying the game and playing it on their regular Switch. Nintendo doesn't want that. They want to sell the new game, but also sell more units. They want to sell units to go with the game. It is ultimately the games that sell the systems, right? So if they sell this thing, it's a game that is for both hardcore Nintendo fans and a game that's for the casuals as well. Like I got people at work that aren't even like gamers that have a Switch and play Mario Kart. Like they're not traditional gamers. It's just something like to them it's just like a board game type of activity that they could do. Like it's equivalent to like a board game or card game that you would have laying around the house, having a Switch and Mario Kart. Like it's that level of casual. But it can also be hardcore as well. Hey, what's up, Red Hero Trainer? Welcome to the stream. I can't wait for Switch 2. I wonder what Pokemon would be on it. Yeah. I mean, I feel like Pokemon Legends ZA will probably be a game that gets a dual release or a cross release on Switch. We know it's coming to Switch this year at some point. Pokemon month is actually next month in February. So I'm pretty sure we're going to hear more about it. It's crazy that it's almost been a year since we heard about Pokemon Legends ZA, by the way. We heard about it February 2024. Next month is going to be a whole year. And all we have so far is just a teaser trailer with the year. I'm pretty sure we're going to get that game this year, and we're probably going to get a trailer for it. And we may even get the official announcement now that we know that the Nintendo Switch 2 exists, that it's coming to Nintendo Switch 2 as well as Switch, which would be awesome to see, right? Because then you kind of have options. If you have a Switch right now, you could buy it for your Switch, or if you want to wait and get it for the Switch 2, you could do that. Again, we don't know if Pokemon Legends ZA is going to come before or after the release of the Switch 2. If I was to guess, I would say the Switch 2 would probably come out sometime in the summer, like July, and then we could see Pokemon Legends ZA come out kind of like in the fall, like October, November. And at that point, when it would come out, it would be available for both Switch and Switch 2, and then you could just buy the one that you want the version for. Like if you weren't able to get a Switch 2, you could buy the Switch version. If you have the Switch 2, you can get the Switch 2 version. You said, yeah, it's crazy. It's been that long. Yeah. But honestly, it's well needed. Pokemon was kind of like Apple for a while, where they were in the habit of just releasing a game every year, and it was starting to show. Like a lot of the games they were releasing were very rushed, weren't polished, they were buggy. They were just trying to meet a deadline. They weren't trying to delay the release of the game to fix bugs and glitches and technical problems. So I think this was a smart move. Last year, 2024, we got no Pokemon games at all. And I think that's the first year where we kind of had no Pokemon games, because I think like 2023 and going back, we've probably had like some Pokemon release on some platform like every year, right? Maybe not a mainline title every year, maybe a remake here and there or a spin-off game, but I feel like we've always had a Pokemon game. It's great to get a breather from Pokemon, because I feel like now they're putting some time and effort into it, and whatever we're going to get this year will be more polished, or whatever they show off for the coming years as well, because they're probably not just going to show Pokemon Legends ZA next month. They'll probably show us whatever's coming after that too, and that might have like a 2026 release. But I'm excited. Red Hero Trainer, very excited as well to see what Pokemon games will be coming. Also, I'm going to be streaming Pokemon Legends Arceus starting this week. So if you want to stay tuned for that, you can subscribe to the channel. Just want to plug that real quick because I am a big Pokemon fan and I want to actually finish Pokemon Legends Arceus. I never finished it before. I did play it when it first came out, but never made it to the end credits. So my goal is going to be to try to finish that game and build up some hype for Pokemon Legends ZA coming later this year. You said we're overdue for a new Donkey Kong game. Yeah, Con, I agree. We recently got the Donkey Kong Country Returns, right? HD. Which is not even that HD. I looked at some gameplay of it and a review for it. It's kind of getting like average scores. Honestly, maybe it's just nostalgia speaking, but I feel like the Wii version looked good. Like playing that in non-HD game, like on like the old like CRTVs, like that just looked better. Again, it's probably just nostalgia, but when I look at Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, it just looks lazy. It looks like they didn't really put much effort into it. They're just trying to make a quick buck. They were like, this is a popular platformer. We already have Tropical Freeze on the Switch. We might as well just throw this one on there and make some more money. I think that's the only reason they threw it on there. I'm definitely not buying it because I actually have the Wii version of the game. So if I actually want to play it again, I'll just play the Wii version of it. I know like it's convenient to just have it on the Switch as well. But again, I'm starting to vote with my wallet. And if a game doesn't look like they put effort into it and it's like lazily done, I'm not going to support it. I'm not going to buy the game. I did this with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet as well. Even though I'm a big Pokemon fan, I saw all the bugs and glitches and people talking about that before the game came out. And I was like, Pokemon Company needs to chill out. They're not putting effort into their games anymore because they're Pokemon. They're the #1 media franchise in the world. They could put out anything and it will still sell like hotcakes because it's Pokemon. It has the Pokemon branding on it. But a lot of people are not going to think the way I do where they're just going to vote with their wallets because the hype overtakes everything. They get so hyped about the new Pokemon game and they see their friends and family members, people online buying the game, talking about it, getting hyped, and they kind of buy into that hype. And then they also buy it. And it just spreads like a virus. But moving forward, I'm really like going to look at games and see if they're actually worth my money or if I should wait. And that's why I still haven't played Scarlet or Violet. Even though, you know, it's been, almost 2 years since those games came out. I've heard in that time that despite the bugs and glitches, those games are still very good Pokemon games and very fun to play. So I do want to eventually try them in the future. But, yeah, not anytime soon. Also, with the Donkey Kong redesign con, I do want to see a new Donkey Kong game using the new art style for Donkey Kong. I don't know how you feel about it, by the way. Do you like the new Donkey Kong art style, or are you against it? I personally love it. It gives me retro and classic vibes. I'm all here for it. But yeah, going back to the stage here, it's very big, very wide, very open. Even though all of these characters are on like one side of the road right here, it seems like you could go on this side, or this could be like a path that you take back. But it's kind of weird because the cars are going this way, right? I think maybe not. Maybe it's just going this way, and it's safer to just stay on this side because this is like where the traffic is moving. And if you go on this side, you're gonna have to dodge like trucks and cars because they're coming in the opposite direction. But you could also see boost pads and stuff on this side as well. I don't know, there might be some perks to being on this side. Maybe they might throw some like item boxes. Actually, I think these are item boxes up here. So item boxes are on both sides, so never mind. I don't know what the benefit of being on this side would be, unless maybe the track goes back and then it loops back around and you just go back down the same track. But you could kind of be on both sides when you're coming back as well. It's very interesting how this track is going to work. I saw some theories also online that this could be one of those type of tracks where it like changes from lap to lap. After you make a lap, then a new path will open up, right? And the previous path you took will close. Some of the stages in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe also do that. There is a clip. Let's just go back to it real quick before I forget. But right here at the beginning, when they show off the stage for the first time, if I could get the angle, right here. So people noted that there's a path going this way as well. The road goes this way towards the left, but the characters actually take this dirt road that's on the right instead. So there's theories saying that, hey, when they loop back around, this path might be closed, right? You can see the arrows are pointing them into this direction. These signs could be over here blocking this path, and the racers might have to go to the left during the second lap. So that makes me think that this track does loop around, and it isn't like a checkpoint type of map. It's a map that does loop, but it's so big. Like, I wonder how long these races are going to take in this game, with these maps being as big as they are. I don't even know what the average like race time is for like a Mario Kart like 8 Deluxe racetrack, but it's definitely going to be longer race times, I feel like, in this game, just because of how massive the stages are. Or this one. We've only seen one. Khan, you said, I vote with my wallet too. Awesome. Awesome. We need more people to do that, because the more of us do that, we'll get our message across to Pokemon or to any big company, right? That we're not just going to feed into whatever you're trying to sell us just because it's popular and we're a fan of it. Like, I'm a fan of Mario and Donkey Kong, right? But I don't buy every single Mario and Donkey Kong game because sometimes the games aren't my type of game, right? Like, I never played the Mario and Rabbit games, right? Because of the style of game it is. It's not the type of game that I think I would enjoy. So I haven't played the 2 Mario and Rabbit games. I'll skip certain Donkey Kong games like this one because I've already played it before. There's no reason to get it. And I'm sure there's other Mario games out there that have come out that I haven't gotten just because the style is slightly different, or, you know, they did something that I don't fully agree with. Let's go back to that final scene. So over here, we see Yoshi's Diner. It looks kind of like a burger joint. We see like a hamburger right here. It also kind of looks like Yoshi. It's got the 2 eyeballs, and this is kind of like Yoshi's like snout. So it's a diner that's kind of shaped like Yoshi. And then obviously we can probably drive into this area as well. We could probably go behind the diner. There might be something back there like an item box or something. And then people were saying that there's something here, this like shiny yellow thing. It's kind of glowing. It looks kind of like a sign. I actually don't know. I think people were saying that this could be kind of like a Wonder Seed or Wonder Flower. Wonder Seed, Wonder Flower from Super Mario Bros. Wonder. So that's interesting. I wonder if that's going to be like a new mechanic in this game. And what could it do? Who knows? Who knows? I'm not even going to speculate. But it is cool that we're seeing some new stuff that we haven't seen in previous Mario Kart games. I think it needs like something a little bit more refreshing, right? Because I feel like up until this point, all we've had is just item boxes, and sometimes they just give us new items, and that's kind of like the new thing. And there's always like new gimmicks. Like we got like anti-gravity in 8, right, which wasn't a thing in the previous Mario Kart. And then Mario Kart Wii, we got like tricks were introduced for the first time in Mario Kart Wii. And I think in the 3DS one, or the Mario Kart 7, that's when gliding became a thing, right? So they do like innovate, and they add little things here and there throughout the series. So I wonder what's the big thing that they're going to add here. It could just be a new item type instead of a mystery box that you get for your item. There could be a different type of item that you get that does something specific, and you kind of know what it is that you're going to be able to do with this item. I don't know. But I'm looking forward to it. I hope that's something, and not just like some stage decor thing. I don't think it is, because it's right in the middle of the path, so you can definitely go over here and touch it and grab it, it seems like. We also see a sign again for Yoshi's over here. I don't know why that sign is here, because the sign over here is so high up, like anybody driving would see this sign before this sign. So I don't know what purpose this sign really serves. Like, who's this helping when you got this sign over here that's doing all the work? Like, I feel like this sign should be like somewhere else. Like, it should be like should have been like earlier in the map, right? Because then it would tell us, oh, Yoshi's Diner's coming up, and you pass the sign, and then you get up to Yoshi's Diner and you're like, oh, there it is. So I don't really understand why that's there. Or the sign should be like on the other side down here somewhere. When you're coming back, you could see the sign and be like, oh, Yoshi's Diner is this way. Again, not really important stuff, but just little details that I just want to mention. And over here we get a look, right before it cuts, we get a look at a bunch of the characters. And there's more than 12 here. 1, 2, I mean, I think Mario and Luigi are up there, so 1, 2, then 3, Bowser. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm definitely missing some, and there's one down here, 13. Oh, there's definitely way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15? Looks like 15 characters, possibly. Right here, that's more than 12 in one course, one race. So I'm pretty sure 24 is confirmed. And then just another nice little detail I want to mention. The mountains in the back. The canyons, I guess you could say, are shaped like mushrooms, which is awesome. Just adds to the Mario theming, right? Like a 1-up mushroom or a power-up mushroom. I love it. But yeah, that's Mario Kart on the Switch. I think we kind of dived into most of the stuff that I wanted to talk about. I am just going to quickly switch on over to the Mario Kart Nintendo Switch 2 Super Mario Wiki page. And we'll take a look at this. And there's not much detail on this, but I always like looking at wiki pages. I used to always do this as a kid. So it'll be interesting to see how this page grows as we learn more about the game. But wiki pages are always on it. They always take all the little details and throw it on here. Khan, you said you think we'll ever see a Super Mario plus Fuggler game. I don't even know what Fuggler is, so I don't know. Is that another video game franchise? Or is that a character? I don't know what that is. Never heard of that. We're going to take a quick look at the wiki page, and this is how we're going to end the stream today. We're about 50 minutes in, so we got about 8 more minutes, and then we'll be hopping off. I don't want this to be too long. A Mario Kart game for the Nintendo Switch 2 was revealed alongside the system in a first look trailer released on January 16, 2025. It was the first Super Mario game announced for the system. It is the 16th entry, wow, in the Mario Kart series, and the 10th entry to be released on a Nintendo system. Wow, so there's 6 entries that were not released on a Nintendo system. The art style of the game's characters appears to have changed significantly, resembling that of the 2D illustrations drawn by Shigehisha I'm bad with Japanese names. Much like the in-game art style of Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Yeah, that's what I was saying in this discussion earlier, that it gives me Super Mario Bros. Wonder vibes. But it does kind of have like that more 2D illustration. I didn't really think about that. Like how the art style looked back in the day for some of these older games. I mean, especially you could see that with like Donkey Kong and how he looks. The number of racers per race was increased to 24 compared to previous 12. Again, we don't know if that's the standard now or if this is a mode where we play as 24 characters and we might still have a 12-player mode. But I feel like it probably is a permanent switch because the courses are just so big. This one in particular, Mario Bros. Circuit, is huge. I feel like a lot of the other courses and racetracks that we're going to get are going to be very huge. And I think because of that, 24 is going to be kind of like the standard. Again, the character roster is going to have to be huge for it to not get boring, because then we'll just be seeing the same characters over and over again. I feel like we could maybe see like 100 character roster in this game. I mean, Smash Brothers is up to like 90 something, right? Just give us 100 characters. Give us like every single Mario character that has existed. All the little henchmen that Bowser have, right? Bowser's goons. Give us all of them. Give us just the background characters, like stage characters like Clouds and stuff. Like, I don't know. Just make it get up to 100. Give us baby characters. Try to fill it out. I mean, they are going to give us baby characters. They always do. You said characters. Fuggler is a character? Yeah, I don't know. I still don't know who that is. I'll have to look into that. This let's see. The scope and scale of tracks also appears to be larger than the past Mario Kart entries, with wider, longer courses. Additionally, characters who would automatically wear racing suits on bikes, such as Princess Peach, are shown wearing their standard clothing. Oh, wow. I didn't realize that. Yeah, Princess Peach is just wearing her normal dress here. But I thought she only switched into racing clothes if she was on a bike. I thought that was the thing. Alright, let's go down to the characters. Here are the 24 characters that are confirmed. Thank you to whoever did this, because I could not see all the little background characters. But we have Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, Yoshi, Toad, Daisy, Rosalina. We have Donkey Kong with a new design. Wario, Koopa Troopa, Pauline is back, Waluigi, Toadette, Baby Mario, Baby Luigi. Oh, that's the back of Luigi's hat. I was like, how does that look like Baby Luigi? But I was like, oh, that's the back of his hat. Baby Peach, Baby Daisy. Again, that's from the back. You can see the brown hair and the crown. Baby Rosalina, Bowser Jr. You kind of see the red hair there. Lakitu. I don't know how you get Lakitu with that picture. I don't really see him. I don't know. It looks kind of more like dry bones, but maybe this is a cloud up here. I don't know. King Boo, Shy Guy, Birdo. I mean, this could also just be a standard Boo. I mean, do we see a crown on his head? I don't know. It's hard to tell. But again, if we want to raise the roster, we might as well just throw a regular Boo in there as well. One that's not here is PD Piranha. He's a character that has been in Mario Kart 2. So we could probably see him, Wiggler. There's probably a good amount of characters more that we haven't seen yet. And then they also showed off some of the audience characters. We've seen 4 of them so far, which are Shy Guys, Sledge Bros, Toads, and Yoshis. Again, do we have Shy Guy here as a racer? Yeah, Shy Guy. I mean, add Sledge Bros. I mean, Toad and Yoshi and Shy Guys are already racers. You might as well add Sledge Bros. I mean, you already got Koopa Troopa. You throw in all the Bowser minions in here. Throw Sledge Bro in here. Throw Hammer Bro. Throw all of them in here. All right, moving down to courses. A desert-themed circuit themed after the southwestern United States with a sign at the starting line that says Mario Bros. Circuit. And landmarks such as a Fire Flower gas station and a drive-through burger place named Yoshi's. Part of the course involves driving along a 4-lane highway. The highway features moving 2-directional traffic with vehicles on the right side of the road, a behavior exhibited by no other track. Multiple kinds of additional routes are present, but they are blocked by arrow signs. There are also buttes in the background shaped like mushrooms. Oh, I guess those are like the mountains. Is that how you pronounce that? Buttes or butts? I don't think it's butts. I think it's buttes. And then standard. They even got a breakdown of the vehicles here. I'm not too much of a vehicle guy when it comes to Mario Kart. But it's cool that they kind of broke down the type of vehicles that we saw. Objects and obstacles were cars, cargo trucks, there's dash panels, and traffic cones. And because they have like little characters that move, I imagine they'll like come into our way and we have to avoid them. If we don't, we'll kind of spin out a little bit. Be a little hazard that we have to dodge. And then other items, there's item boxes, yellow objects resembling coins, and a glowing yellow object shaped like a smiling bag. And I think this right here is the object that we saw in the Yoshi thing, I think. In like the drive-thru area. Again, not 100% sure, but I think that's what we saw. Which kind of like looks like a Wonder Seed a little bit. I mean, now that I'm seeing it like this, the shape doesn't look like a Wonder Seed, but kind of like the face does. And the fact that it's glowing. And then we got some sponsors here. 1UP Fuel, Fire Flower Gas Station, which is new. Luigi Tires, which is a new logo. Mario Motors, which is a new logo. I mean, so I guess they existed before. The logo was just new. And then the Fire Flower gas station is completely new, like not in a previous game. So yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. I was trying to figure out if Luigi Tires and Mario Motors, if they were like brands we had seen before. And it seems like we have, but now they just have a newer logo. Like Mario Kart TV is something we've seen before. Morton Construction is another sign that was there. I missed that, didn't see it. Princess Orange is another sponsor. I didn't see that. Red Shell, new, and Yoshi is new, which is the name of the diner. Interesting. I wonder what Red Shell is. And then we have references to other medias. Yeah, we won't really touch that. But yeah, a very bare bones wiki so far, but I think they're doing a good job of breaking down the trailer. This is a place that I'm probably going to come to often just to see what they updated with as we get new trailers and stuff, because again, there's stuff in here that I missed when I was going through it frame by frame. All right, last thing I just want to mention real quick is I did redesign the channel a little bit. We'll just talk about this real quick before we hop off. So I just kind of changed the banner to like a Mario themed banner. It was kind of like this fall image, a picture that I took of fall leaves that I kind of left up there, but I was like, let's just make it more Nintendo themed, more video game themed. So this is just some art I found on Google of a Mario level, and I wrote now loading 1,000 subscribers. So we're at 814 subs. So I thought this would be kind of cute, kind of makes it look like a game. You know, now loading is kind of like a video game thing because you load into stuff. And I put little asterisks here. I might change the design of this to make it look a little more fancier, but for now I just put little asterisks to represent each 100 subscriber. So there's 8 of these because we're at 800, and there's 2 more dashes, so we need 1 more to hit 900 and another one to hit 1000. So hopefully when people come to the page, it looks like a little video game, and maybe people will be more likely to subscribe to the channel so that we could hit the goal of 1,000 subscribers. But I just wanted to share that with you guys real quick. All right, let's go back to just chatting now. Let's play some of our tunes, and then we'll get ready to hop off because we have hit the 1 hour mark. We've been streaming for 1 hour and 3 minutes now. Just want to thank everybody that stopped in today and listen to me rant and yant. Yant's not a word. Listen to me rant. That's what happens when you rant for 1 whole hour about something. But yeah, thanks for coming by, Iman. I appreciate it. Thank you, SA, for stopping in. I'll be posting a picture. I know she asked about the snow, if it's snowing. It is snowing. I'm going to take a picture and post it on my personal Instagram account, which is Straw Hat Zulfi. So if any of you guys want to follow me on my personal account, Straw Hat Zulfi on Instagram, I'll post a picture of the snow that we're getting later tonight. And again, if you want to follow me on other socials, it's Super Bro Zulfi on Instagram, Super Bro Zulfi on TikTok, because TikTok is apparently back. I thought TikTok was gone. Yesterday was supposed to be the last day of TikTok, and I think TikTok was only gone for like 12 hours, and now it's back. So if you want to follow me on on TikTok, you could go and follow me on TikTok too. Even though it's like my least used platform, I kind of just post the shorts that I do on TikTok, and that's it. it's kind of a dumping ground for me, just to kind of get some people to come over to the Instagram and the YouTube. Instagram, I post stories on Instagram, and I post like photos and stuff. So I think Instagram is a great place to follow me if you want to just keep up with me on a day-to-day basis. And then obviously YouTube is the place where I'll upload like actual videos and do my live streams and all of that. So yeah, follow all the pages, I would appreciate it. You said, when's your next stream? I don't know for sure, Amon. Sometime this week. I'm planning on doing it sometime this week. We might be able to do it tomorrow, but then again, I don't think so, because the wife is actually working from home tomorrow. So we actually have a 2-person desk, so she sits right over here. That's her computer chair right there. So she actually sits there, and she'll be working for like 8 hours tomorrow. So I can't really be in here and stream while she's working. So I'm off tomorrow, so that's why I was thinking I could stream tomorrow. Maybe I could stream in the evening tomorrow. I'll have to see. But then again, I gotta do like some school related stuff and get that done. I'll see. Sometime this week though, for sure. I'll make some time this week. Again, I don't have a schedule, so I don't know. I don't plan this stuff. I just go live when I feel like it's convenient for me. And again, I'm sorry if that's inconvenient to anybody that's following me, but I just can't be on a schedule. I tried it, and I did it for a good while, and I was getting burnt out. I'd rather just stream when I feel like streaming, and I'll just post a little video letting you guys know that I'm going live on my Instagram. So that's the best place to find out when I'm live, is on Instagram. I post a video letting you guys know I'm about to go live, and then I go live. I don't know how the stuff on YouTube works. I don't know if the notifications help you guys, or if you guys see me on the home screen. I don't know how any of that stuff works. Actually, if you're on YouTube enough, you might see me on the side. There's this little subscription tab on the side, and I think the people that are live from your subscriptions, they have a little red icon, like a little live wave next to their profile. So I think that's another way you could find out if I'm live, is just if you're on YouTube a lot, and I'll show up on the side panel. But Iman, I'm going to try to do our first stream for Pokemon Legends Arceus this week, sometime between Monday to Friday, and most likely in the evening. It won't be during the day, because Tuesday through Friday I'll be back at work, so it'll be sometime in the evening, probably like after 5 or like 6 p.m. most likely. Alright, but yeah, thank you guys for being here. But those were all of my thoughts and opinions on Mario Kart for the Switch 2. I really wanted to just get all of that out there, and I'll also be posting a short kind of summarizing just some of the highlights that I talked about today, like a 1-minute video, right? So if you don't want to sit through this 1 hour, I mean, at this point you already did, but for other people that don't want to sit through and have me talk for 1 whole hour, you can kind of watch all of my thoughts in 1 minute when I post that short. I gotta edit it. I already filmed it. I just have to edit it, and I'll probably have that up by like tomorrow. But yeah, anyway, make sure you guys hit the like button. It helps the channel out. I gotta remember to say that in every single video now. Hit the like button. It definitely helps the channel. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, so we could hit the 1,000 subscriber goal soon. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. It's been your bro, Super Bro Zulfi. Peace out. Shh.